team, welcome back. If we've not met before, I am Katie, helping you navigate the Dubai property market, and this week is no different. I have a brand new development to chat to you about, and I am very, very excited for this one. Guys, stick around if you are looking to get in early to an area which is allowing you to get in at a very, very early price with an incredible developer who has an incredible track record. But more importantly today, I'm going to go through payment plans. I don't think people understand how incredible a payment plan can be, because these properties are starting from 650k AED. My Great British guys out there, that is about 136,000, but you can secure today for as little as 54,000 Great British pounds. Okay, the power of a payment plan is incredible because we can get in early with a very, very low amount. We can benefit from the capital appreciation without having to have all that money down just yet. So without purchasing it, you're still going to get all the benefits associated with owning a property. This one will definitely sort. The last time this developer came out with a project, I told you about it. It sold out immediately, and the capital appreciation those clients have got already have been insane. This is another opportunity to do exactly the same, so let's dive into it. Okay, I'm going to start with the developer themselves because their track record, their history is amazing and one of the best in the game, Imtiaz. So these are a privately owned developer. They aren't your famous government-backed Emart, Nikhil. They aren't one of the major government-backed players in the game. They are more of a boutique private developer who have been in the market for kind of nearly 2 decades now, and over that time have created an incredible reputation for themselves. So much so that buyers who buy into them, these guys, buy again in their next developments because they have seen the capital appreciation they have witnessed, they have seen the end product, and tenants, landlords, renters alike all love this product, hence why people keep coming back for more. You can see here hit after hit after hit in terms of their projects. They have done projects all over Dubai. We have seen it in Dubai Islands, Dubai Land, JVC. Again, they have done all different types of products, but what their unique selling point is creating a high-end product, creating an investor-led product that capital appreciates really, really well, a high-quality product, but also they are known for fully furnishing and fitting all their properties, which for us as investors makes it a dream on the renting side, and it's quite a unique proposition which a lot of the developers don't actually offer over here. When these guys came into the market, they really made the kind of the bigger players who had monopoly on the market step up their game, because they came in with something different, something unique, a really good quality product, and at an incredible price point, investors getting more value for their money. So in terms of how they have shaped the Dubai property market, they've definitely had a big impact. They're definitely getting a great reputation and have an incredible vision for the future. Good to get in with a developer who's going to stand the test of time, who builds quality products, and you can grow with them as an investor. The development themselves is sat over here in Dubai Land. Now there's so much development going on in this area. All the big developers are using this as their next hotspot and their next area to look at. And the reason being is, if you aren't from Dubai, if you're not familiar with Dubai, if you holiday in Dubai, then you will know all of the iconic tourist areas of Dubai. You've got the Palm, you've got the Marina, but genuinely as someone who is living here in Dubai, that is not where people actually genuinely live. The people who genuinely live in Dubai are actually sat more inland. There's many reasons for that. You look at the Palm, JBR, the Marina, they are incredible cities, places, communities, incredible vibe, but you're definitely more of a tourist area. It's more of a hotel vibe. Beachfront living, it ticks a lot of boxes, but the traffic there is horrific. And when you're on holiday, it's not a problem because you're taxiing, you're loving life, all is good. When you're actually living and breathing in Dubai, you've not got the schools around there. So families, people who are looking for more space, people who don't want to put up with the traffic, people who need to get in and out of work, all sit more inland. And this is why this area in particular is being so popular. You see this E311, this is getting a lot of press at the moment. It's going to become the central spine of Dubai. The reason being is Dubai is moving more and more inland. There is incredible amount of development going on in this area to make it a lot more accessible, because they know this is where all the future development's going in. You've got Dubai Silicon Oasis, you've got Academy City coming in here. So all your schools, a lot of your businesses are being set up here, all the villa communities are set up here, all the families. This area genuinely thriving, and that's why we're seeing a lot of developments in this area and getting in early. The earliest time to get into these areas is when it's sand, and that's exactly what's happening now. In terms of accessibility, Cove Boulevard is sat just off the E311, which is going to be this new spine of Dubai. Not only is it a major main motorway that connects from the top to the bottom of Dubai, but there's also plans to create a green spine, which is an electric train that's going to run alongside that entire road. So in terms of accessibility, you know it's going to be very, very well connected. You know you're going to have public transport options. In terms of, if we zoom in a little bit further, you will see the actual spot itself is sat next to Academy City. Next to the GEMS Wellington Academy is a iconic school over here. You're going to have so many more universities, schools built out over here. What that means, it brings students, it brings teachers. Those people need places to live. People like living close to these areas. It's very, very desirable. Commute times, you're going to have a lot of workers around here. And this particular plot itself is right off the motorway, meaning super, super accessible. You are sat opposite the university, and in all places all over the world, you know where you're near schools, where you're near universities, where there are already facilities, there's already infrastructure, there's already a lot going on. And Cove Boulevard is really, really maximizing on that. They have an incredible eye for spotting opportunities. They've bought this land and they have incredible plans on it. So location, it ticks a lot of boxes. Okay, so we're investors, right? So the main reason we're here is the numbers. So I wanted to show you a little bit more about the numbers and what we can expect. Now, we can never predict the future. How can we? No one has a crystal ball, but what we can do is use the data that we have from previous projects, from previous areas, to help us predict what could happen here. Imtiaz, they have now got an incredible track record of delivering on projects, and this is one of them, which is recently handed over. So Imtiaz, Westwood Grande by Imtiaz, is in JVC. JVC has seen so much development over the last year, but this is one of Imtiaz's projects that have handed over fairly recently. So it helps us to kind of understand what we could expect to see in terms of capital appreciation on these properties. Now, I've run a report on all those properties in that particular building, and we can see straight from the land department the actual prices that these are being sold for. So we will start with the most recent. This is a studio bedroom within that tower. For reference, this is what the tower looks like. It is brand new. It is just handed over. So people bought this off plan, and these people who are selling it have been literally selling it at handover. You can see the quality, you can see the end spec. It is a really, really nice building, one of the best JVC has. Again, all fully furnished, which is really their unique selling point. So if we actually look at the sales prices of what's been going on here, this particular unit, a studio on the 14th floor, was bought on the 8th of June 2023, so about a year and a half ago, for 570k AED. For my UK audience, divide by 5 gives you a rough idea of where we're sitting at in terms of prices. This has just transferred literally less than a week ago for 750 AED. So in the space of a year and a half, you can see the capital appreciation that has been built in there. The investor that bought this off plan to selling it at handover, they've already seen that increase. If we go into the next unit, okay, this is a studio on the 2nd floor this time. This one was purchased off plan for 497, has just sold at the end of February for 750k. Again, demonstrating the value in such a short pace of time. This is what happens when you buy into off plan and you buy with a good developer, because you know when it comes to handover, when it comes to selling the product, you're going to have a high demand there because it is a high quality product. People are going to want it, which stands you above a lot of the competition in the resale market. Another option here, this is a 1-bedroom. So this was bought off plan for 921k AED and has just sold middle of Feb for 1.2 million. Again, you're building in a nice capital appreciation before the project's even handed over. So those are some really, really strong figures to take a look at, and helps you predict what we can expect to see on this next project that they're launching. Now, the next project they're launching is Cove Boulevard. Boulevard. You can see the project here. Now, in terms of information that we have around this, it is very, very limited. They are holding all the information back for launch date, but I can give you all the information we've had so far so that you can start to get a feel for the project, because the reality is they tell you all the information and then expect you to make a purchase the next day. Make it make sense. You get very, very little time in order to make a decision. That's why I try and give you as much information as we possibly can, as soon as we possibly can, so you have time to make that decision, so you understand what's going on in the area, the market, and you have all the information that you need to make a decision. So, Cove Boulevard by Imtiaz, coming to Dubai Land. In terms of the configuration of what we can expect to see on this building, it's actually going to have some office space within it. You've got basements, you've got ground floor, and you've got 4 levels of parking. Then from the 1st to the 14th floor, you're going to have office space. Then the residential floors are for the 14th and above. The office space is available to purchase, again, if you are in the commercial space looking for investments. And then your residential floors are from 14th and above, which actually puts us in a really, really great position, because think about it. You've got the ground floor, 4 levels of parking plus 14 levels of office floors. So your lowest residential levels are actually going to be 20 floors high, meaning the views are going to be great. You're not going to have any low units, which means there's going to be a lot of premium units within this building. Location wise, as I said, in a prime spot. You are off one of the central spines of Dubai. You're opposite Academy City. So much going on there. This is going to rent out all day, every day, on long term, short term, whichever you would prefer. The short term, especially because it's furnished, might help you increase the yields, but this is going to rent out all day, every day on the long term, because you've got such high demand and very little supply right now in that particular area. Prices, this is the good stuff. This is what we came for. What are we looking at? Now, these are all starting prices, meaning that they can go up from this point. You've got studios starting at 650k AED. Divide by 5 for my great British audience, that's about 130k British for a studio apartment. Your 1 bedrooms are at 970k, 2 bedrooms at 1.2, and 3 at 1.4. In terms of affordability and project, this is one of the most affordable projects right now, which means you can get in for a lower price. It means it's very accessible, but you are not compromising on the developer. You are still getting a high-end product. You're still getting a brand new product. So you are still getting in at a lower price point, but not having to compromise on the other things that make a great investment. Payment plans, the good stuff. There are 2 options on this project. Payment plans, when understood, are literally gold. They are incredible and can really, really help elevate your portfolio as a landlord. And it's something that Dubai does very, very well, and it's not really utilized in other parts of the world, and that's why a lot of investors don't understand how beneficial they can be. So I pulled together a spreadsheet, Blueprint Pizza style, to show you what exactly that breakdown to be, because a payment plan is basically an interest-free loan you have with the developer. Okay, so it's fantastic because at this point we are not paying interest, but you are still getting all the benefits associated with owning a property without having to have all the cash to put down. Now, I've worked on the lowest unit price here. This would be a studio starting from 650k AED. I've also put the Great British in there because I know there's a lot of UK investors, and actually right now, guys, newsflash, the changes with Trump's new rules have actually benefited the UK investors so much more, and your pound is going a lot further right now. So it's a really, really good time to buy and invest if you are in the market. Those properties you were looking at 2 weeks ago have just become a little bit more affordable just because the benefits on the currency exchange at the moment. So something to think about. Anywho, right, so this unit, a studio, 650k. On booking, you're going to need 20% plus 4%. Your 4% is your DLD. This is the equivalent of like stamp duty. Dubai Land Department. Every single property you buy in Dubai has a 4% flat fee on everything. So you're going to expect to see a 4% fee there, and then approximately a 5k AED fee for your admin fees. This is your accrued fees. A lot of developers will charge this. So on booking, you are going to need 161k AED, which is about 33k for my Great Great British audience, okay? You then don't have your next payment until April 2025, where another 5% is due. You've got your next payment is then at the end of the year, you've got 10%, a further 15% over the 2026, you've got 10% in the March, 5% in the July, and then the rest is paid upon handover, the 40%. So suddenly you can see how this becomes a lot more affordable because you don't need that 650k right now today. Actually, in order to book this, in order to secure your unit, all you are needing is the 161k AED, which is approximately 33k. This table here helps you understand how your cash flow would look over the next couple of years in order to secure this unit. So as I said, you're going to need your 161 to secure and book your unit today. In April, you need 32k, and then in November, you need 65k. So total this year, you are going to need 258k, which is 54,000 Great British pounds. Roll on to 2026. Again, you're going to pay 2026. You've got a 10% payment due in the March and a 5% payment due in July. Total 20k. This helps you then cash flow because I know people are getting bonuses. They get paid monthly. However that looks for you, breaking down the payments like this makes it so much more accessible and a lot easier for you to get on the property market, secure a unit, and benefit from the capital appreciation throughout this time without actually having all your cash in yet. Then when it comes to completion, 2028, that is when your final payment is due. And at this point, this is completely mortgageable. Once you have a product that is ready to go, you can actually get a mortgage on it at this point. So you can decide to pay cash if you wish, but at this point you can leverage finance, and this last payment can then be mortgageable. Whether you are a UK investor, international investor, or from the UAE, you can get financing. There's a lot of financing options available, which means your final payment for this was in 2026. You've got a unit, and by handover, you'll have benefited from 4 years in the game, in the market. Post handover payment plan. Not all developers do this, but it's another really great option where you may not want to go down the mortgage option, and it still allows you to get an interest-free loan to pay that final 40% off. What they do is allow you to break it down into 2.5% every quarter. So technically your tenant, your rent, is going to pay for the rest of your property until you own it outright in 3 years' time by June 2031. As a UK investor, I definitely did not understand the power of payment plans, how much more accessible it makes it, how much easier it actually is to secure a unit, and the benefits you are getting. And that's why the ROI here is so strong, because the return on your investment is amazing. You are only putting down 20% and you're actually benefiting from the capital appreciation on all of the property as opposed to just the bit that you have put down. We got cut off there, but I was rounding up anyway. This project, like all of their others, will sell out. It's the way they roll. It's a blessing and a curse, because you know if something sells out that it's good, because there's a lot of other people in that queue waiting for this product. They can see what a great product it is and how it will benefit their portfolio and their property investment journey. If this is a project that interests you, if you want any more information, use the links around this video. The process with this one, guys, is it's an EOI. You put a refundable deposit down to hold your place in the queue. Once it comes to allocation day, they will release all the allocations. At that point, you will then see the unit and the price that you have been allocated. If you are happy and would like to move forward, you then get a booking form and the unit is yours. If not, at that point, your deposit is completely refundable and you're able to cancel your request. It is a funny system over here, but if you're not in it, you definitely can't win it. If you need any more information about this project, about investing in Dubai in general, that is what I'm here to help you with. Use the link below, drop me a WhatsApp, drop me a message, add a comment. If you are looking to invest in property in Dubai, if you're looking for any advice, any support, let me know. More than happy to help. Hope you found that helpful. It's going to be an exciting one. If you're not in it, you definitely can't win it. So if you want any more information, let me know. Have a great week, and I will see you very soon.